Alleging that, I mean, government hand is what has brought us where we are.
Well, I think that it's disappointing that such fundamental commentary will be made without any shred of evidence. Not even the basic logical inductions can support the claim that has been made. If the system today is responsible for the removal of Avoke and bringing in Afro-Broni, how come today that system and Afro-Broni are at loggerheads? And he mentions names such as the member of parliament for the area, who sees himself a stakeholder because the institution is in his constituency, and he wants to get involved in actions that affect a strategic part of his constituency. Is that what is being interpreted as state intervention, governmental intervention? That cannot be correct. The people who took the matter to court when Avoke was vice chancellor, were they members of this government? Definitely not. Were they commissioned by this government? Definitely not. Yes, there may have been some underlying factors, disagreements between faculty, between students and faculty, amongst faculty themselves, and so on and so forth in the past. And those issues have continued today. I do not see the introduction of this political interference to the extent that it is being suggested that the president was invited as a guest to the investiture means that the president installed Avoke as vice chancellor. My brother knows that the president does not have that powers, such as an installation of a vice chancellor. It's not grounded in any law. The president cannot do that.
Some have suggested that.
Whether the president invited, I'm saying that whether it is a non-issue, it is the most uninformed position to take. Whether the president was present at that investiture or not, Afro-Broni after that event would have been vice chancellor, and he would not have had any less powers than when the president attended that investiture. The president, it does not. It does not. I'm saying that if the president had not attended Afro-Broni's investiture as an invited guest, the powers that Afro-Broni had would not have been reduced any less. So whether the president attended the investiture or not is neither here nor there. And the president is respectful, he's humble, and he feels that the institution of University of Education invites me to attend the investiture. And he even seizes the opportunity in his speech as guest of honor to advocate for peace and the need for whichever disagreements or factions, for want of a better expression, exist, should sit around the table and behave it's exactly what they are doing with this UEW thing. I will not accept the position that my brother Sam George does not know that whether the president attended that investiture or not, Afro-Broni was going to be vice chancellor.
So you think
the president was not involved?
The president
was not involved in the selection.
There was no politics in what happened at Winneba.
I do not know what the classification of politics is.
Political interference.
I do not see any.
Okay.
I do not see any at all.
Where a regional security council closes a school, and the member of parliament says the school is not closed.
But the school is closed. The member of parliament is the member of parliament. He does not hold executive power. He's not, as it were, the state that we are being talked to, the state intervention, political intervention. If my brother wants to make the case that the member of parliament is getting involved too much. He can make that point, and he can be interrogated on that point. But to escalate that to mean state intervention is to play blind to, for instance, what the regional minister has done. Is to play blind to what the minister in charge of education has done. So you cannot, for anything, you cannot want to focus on the member of parliament to suggest governmental, state, or political interference.